What today I wanted to do is talk to you about exactly whether or not you are too late to start selling on Amazon in 2022. What's up you guys, it's Ben and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything, and I mean everything in relation to Amazon. Now some of you may have watched quite a few Amazon tutorials that have filmed back in 2018, 2019 of people saying, hey, how amazing it is to sell on Amazon, how much of an opportunity you have to potentially leave your 9 to 5 and work on Amazon and have your own e-commerce store, your own e-commerce business and full-time, where you become your own boss. You don't have somebody else speaking at you each and every single day, telling you what to do, what hours you should be working, when you should come in, when you should leave, and so on. Basically telling you exactly what kind of a great opportunity Amazon FBA is for anyone who is willing to put in the necessary time, the effort, and the dedication. Well, we are now in 2022, and I wanted to let you know exactly whether or not you are too late, whether or not you have missed the boat or missed the train effectively, and potentially should be looking into another way of increasing your income, potentially another way of creating a side hustle, and so on. So in today's video, what I want to do is just give you a few reasons as to why I think you are not too late, why you still should be going for Amazon FBA, given it's one of the best ways of increasing your income and actually getting a chance to leave your 9 to 5 and do something for yourself for once. And with that being said, guys, if you are interested in selling on Amazon and you really want to take this seriously, then please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship, where I myself will help you and guide you every step of the way and make sure you avoid all of those newbie mistakes, that new sellers tend to make that can get quite expensive. Otherwise, guys, if you're running on a relatively lower budget, but you still want to use some of the business tools that I use and always recommend, then please don't forget to check the links down below for awesome, by far the most reliable e-commerce accountants out there in the market, Helium 10, the best product research tool that I could find and recommend, or Tide, the perfect business bank account to start off your Amazon FBA business. And with that being said, guys, let's get straight to the video. So one of the first reasons why I don't think you're too late to start on Amazon FBA is, matter of fact, just my own student results. One of my students, one of my more successful students, have recently just clipped over £600,000 in sales. He was able to leave his 9 to 5, make the jump, make the leap of faith effectively, and actually go into Amazon FBA full time. He now, after selling over 10 products, different products in the UK, he's now going into the US market, and finally he was able to get his wife to retire off basically their work and effectively both work on Amazon FBA. And it's such a beautiful thing to see, given the rise in income, the rise in effectively living costs, the rise of petrol, the rise of energy. They have taken their future into their own hands and decided to say, hey, enough is enough. We're not going to work for somebody else anymore. We're going to do something for ourselves. We're going to take control of our financial future. And as of today, in 2022, they are now selling well in the UK, and they're looking to expand in the US and globally. Another student of mine, matter of fact, loves what he does. He's actually been a policeman for over 20 years. And the fact is, a lot of you will probably know that government paid officials do not get paid the best. But matter of fact, he absolutely loves what he does. Every single day as a policeman is completely different, and he does not want to leave his job whatsoever. However, he is struggling financially, which is why he saw Amazon FBA as a great side hustle, as a great way to make a little bit of passive income, and therefore he proved his life of style of living each and every single day. So instead of actually making it a full-time income, replacing his 9 to 5, he literally went just for a few products. Instead of selling 20, 30, 40 products, which some of my students want to go for, he's selling 5 products at the moment and is making over £2,000 in profit each and every single month, which can very easily supplement his income, therefore allowing him to do what he loves and actually not worry too much about his paycheck, not worry too much about when his next pay rise is going to be, and therefore can enjoy his life that much more without any stress. And another one of my students has actually literally just turned 22 and has bought herself a dream car, a brand new Mustang. Now, let's not go there. I personally was not approving of that particular purchase. I thought she should have put all of her money back into the business and grow it even further. But hey, whatever makes you happy, and whatever made her happy was actually buying her dream car, and that was a brand new Mustang, like I said. And what's interesting about this particular case is the fact that she literally started with £800. That's it. It was an £800 back in the very beginning of the COVID era. She literally started flipping items here and there as a drop shipper, then moved into wholesale. And once she built up a little bit more of a budget, anything, I think it was about £2,000 to £3,000, she took the leap of faith, went for the mentorship and the course, and actually started selling on Amazon FBA private label, where the margins are a whole lot better. Fast forward 2 years later, she is now able to make a full-time income on Amazon FBA, and like I said, buy her dream car. Now, the second reason why I don't think you guys are too late starting on Amazon FBA, matter of fact, is my own results. I myself have now been selling on Amazon for over 4 years and actually have been able to sell over £2 million worth of products. I've started off just like you on a relatively low budget of only £1,200 and literally went with one item and just kept rinse and repeating, copy and pasting that business model of finding products, that I could potentially flip for a profit, products that can potentially differentiate on and make myself stand out from the rest of the competition. And just like you guys who are starting off on a relatively low budget and think, hey, this is way too competitive, I need a bigger budget, I need £5,000, I need £10,000. I literally started with £1,200 and rinsed and repeat and put everything back into the business. I did not pay myself for 2.5 years, which is why I tell all of my students and all of my viewers out here is the fact that you have to be patient. This is not something that is going to replace your income next month or maybe potentially even next year. However, if you continue to be persistent, if you continue to put in necessary time and effort into this business model, you can very easily not only leave your 9 to 5, but have a much better financial future. The next thing I wanted to show you is a little bit of statistics. Now, a lot of people say, hey, Amazon FBA was an amazing business model back in 2020 and 2021 simply because of COVID. Everybody was under shutdown effectively, and the only things you could purchase are essentials, food, and that was pretty much it because we were all under lockdown. And because we were all under lockdown, no other way we could shop but only to shop online. That was the only place for us to actually get products, various products that we wanted that were not non-essential goods that were simply delivered to our doorstep the very next day. However, now the fact that everything is back open effectively, all the high street retail shops are back open, online is going to drop down to back to the pre-pandemic levels. And I am here to tell you completely different. As a matter of fact, I actually found a great case study done by Awesome, one of the accountants that I recommend, that basically states a very different picture. And as you can see here, last year it was forecasted that UK customers will spend over £141 billion online. That is up a massive 34.7% from 2019. And what's very interesting here, and I always keep a good track of this, it is a significant increase in e-commerce account more than 30% of all total retail sales in the UK for the first time. In 2019, the share stood at 21.8%. So out of all of the shopping that people do, 1/3 of it, so 30% of it, is actually now going onto e-commerce, onto online businesses. And as you can see, the very next line, which is what I absolutely love, is Amazon is expected to benefit the most from this surge in demand from online sales, adding an extra £2 billion in UK sales, totaling to £31 billion by the end of 2020, up from analysts' initial £29.1 billion prediction. Now, if we fast forward even a little bit further, this is all basically showing in billions the UK retail e-commerce sales from 2019, of course, forecasted to 2024. And as you can see here, it was much lower back in 2019. So argument can be made that actually you're better off starting to sell on Amazon now than you were back in 2019, given that the market itself was a lot smaller. But what's interesting is, as you can see, there is clear dip from 2020 to 2021. However, literally by 2023, we are going to experience a far higher demand than we did back in 2019 and even 2020. 2020 was the year, guys, that everybody was under lockdown when we had no other choice but to buy online. And in 2024, it will be significantly higher than what we're experiencing today. So, what is the reason? What is the excuse you're going to give yourself as to why exactly you shouldn't be selling online? Hopefully by now I have proved the fact that you are not too late. There is definitely an amazing opportunity for you to start selling online, and that you should be going into this model very seriously. Start learning as much as you possibly can and taking the next step forward. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that, matter of fact, what really else is out there? If you're serious about setting up your own business and being in total control of your financial future, what other business out there, what other business model out there that you can potentially scale up to 7 figures all by yourself without getting any employees? Selling NFTs potentially? Well, that's pretty much up and down depending on how lucky you are given the market conditions. Cryptocurrencies, they were amazing back in 2021, but once again, they have dropped down quite a lot. All stocks and shares, same exact story. The problem with these potential, I wouldn't even call them business models, they are not down to you. They are down to market conditions. And regardless how much research you're doing, how much effort you're putting into these, buying NFTs, cryptos, or potentially stocks and shares, if the market is going down, you are going to go down with it. Whereas with Amazon FBA, you are able to actually take a lot more control of your financial future. It all depends on how much money you invest, how much hard work you're willing to put in, and how good of your product research is. If you find the best possible products that you can differentiate yourself on, regardless of the market conditions, you will be in far more control of your financial future and your business and exactly how you're going to do in the next few years. Think about it. Also, Amazon FBA, given the fact that we are able to scale up the business, given that so much of the work is actually given to Amazon, whereas they will do the advertising, they will do all of the fulfillment, they will deal with returns, we are able to actually by ourselves work much more on our business as opposed to in our business. It is very, very different selling on Amazon, where a lot of the work actually gets done by Amazon as opposed to eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Gumtree or any other online marketplace out there. Whenever somebody places an order, we ourselves have to manually pick, pack, and send it off. Okay, this is very, very different, and it's much less scalable, given that once the orders start to pack up and all of a sudden they go from 5 a day to 50 to maybe even 100 or 200, you will find yourself each and every single day going to the post office, picking and packing the orders, as opposed to actually looking for more products for you to sell online. And with that being said, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really, really hope you found it useful. If you did, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.